Hey guys, so I'm back with the vintage solar Casio WL-100. This Casio I worked on a little bit in the last video, and because I couldn't find the battery, I bypassed the solar panel. And if you want to see how I did that, you can watch my last video. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it, I'm going to put a band on it, and I'm going to address the issue of the alarm. The speaker is not working, so there's no beep. So I'm pretty sure it just needs a coil to connect to the speaker, because I think it was missing. So yeah, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the back and we'll go from there. So and I also have a new band for this watch. There we go. Remove the 4 screws. Last one. And there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the module so I can clean this properly. And I will also remove the gasket, which actually looks pretty good. It's not compressed or anything. I'm just gonna clean it and lubricate it. And like I suspected, for the speaker, the reason why it's not working, it's because the coil that goes in here is missing. So I'll show you how I fix that in a little bit. Let me, for now, just remove the module so I can clean it properly. And I'm just going to keep it in here so it doesn't get dusty. And in the last video, like I said, I used this piece of plastic to bypass the solar panel. It kept on moving every now and then when I was assembling the watch. So I figured I'm just going to use a piece of tape. I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but I'm just going to use a piece of tape. So I'm going to throw this away. So I'm just going to remove these spring bars. There we go. So, okay. That's one. Here's the second one. There we go. Okay. So to clean the watch, I don't want to wash it or anything because I don't want to ruin the solar panel. Because, you know, I mean, in case I find like a solar battery for it in the future, or whoever has this watch, wherever it ends up, if they need to like just get it back to a solar watch again, I don't want to ruin anything on this side. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the gasket on it. I think that will be the best thing to do right now, and close it properly. I just don't want to get any dirt on the inside, because it's fairly clean on the inside. I don't think there's anything that needs to be addressed behind the crystal or inside the case. So I'm just going to close it. There we go. And so what I use for cleaning these watches is basically, I've been asked this question multiple times before, because on my other videos, if you've watched them, you've seen me use this like a foam kind of cleaner, but it's actually a glass cleaner. There we go. This is what I use. It's just a glass cleaner. I've been using it for years and it works. And I use these are like makeup brushes. They're very soft, so there's no way they can scratch the watch. And they can get inside the like tiny crevices and whatnot, and you know, so I can clean it better. So I'm just gonna lightly brush it to get rid of all the, because there's a little bit of dirt that has been accumulated on these grooves, and there we go. And what this cleaner does, it actually loosens all the dirt that's been stuck to the case, and I think it does a good job. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are cleaners out there that are specifically made for cleaning watches and, you know, stuff like that, but I don't know, this one works for me, so I've been using it for years and it works, and I have no problem with it. Okay, so once I'm done with this, like I said, this watch was not very dirty. It just needs a little bit of cleaning. Like, see, if you take a close look, there's a little bit of like a white something over here. Let's see if we can. Agitate it a little bit. I'm not putting any pressure because I don't want to scratch it, so there we go. Okay, that's gone. Alright, and I'm just gonna wipe it clean. Dry it and wipe it. Now, since I'm working on the case, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna polish the crystal before I assemble the watch. Make sure it's completely dry. Now, this crystal, I don't think it's glass. I mean, it does look like it could be glass. I mean, I can try polishing it a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be making a big difference. I'm just gonna use some poly watch on it. There we go. I think that should do it. That's enough. And just gonna polish it with my finger a little bit, and then I'll wipe it. I think what this will do is at least get rid of like the micro scratches, maybe not so much the big scratches. Not that there are a lot of big scratches on it. There we go. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the case again, since we have it cleaned up. And it's just a matter of assembly right now, honestly. Like, everything is pretty much clean. Okay. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna change the plastic I used to bypass the solar panel, and instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a piece of tape, and I'm just gonna cover these two holes like I did in the last video. Now with the tape is easier because it's not gonna move and it's gonna stay there. Not like the piece of plastic I used, because it kept on moving when I was assembling the watch. Okay, so I can insert the module in a little bit. Okay. Just gotta make sure the buttons are, there are these like tiny grooves by where the pushers go. If you press on them, it will let you push the module in. Okay, and then you just gotta make sure it's straight, which it looks straight to me, right? Okay. Now for the coil, this is what I do for the coil. I know you can probably source these coils on eBay, but this works, guys. Look, so all I do is get an old spring bar, and I just need to take out the spring and cut it to length and use it. So here's how I do it. I just grab this by one side and then pull it on the other side. You see it came out right there. You see this? And if you push on this one, you should see the coil sticking out. There we go. And we can just pull this out. There we go. Okay, so here's the coil. Just make sure it's not too thick so it fits in this hole right here. And we're gonna have to cut it to the right length. Okay, so if you look right now, the coil is sticking out a lot, so that's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to cut it. So let's just take it out. Okay. And in the past when I worked on these watches, this actually works really well. Okay, now before I close the case, obviously I need to clean the gasket. And I'm just gonna lubricate it and clean it. That should do it. And you don't want to put it on your bench because you don't want it to pick up any dust or anything like that. The best thing to do is just insert it in the watch right away. Okay. This keeps everything snug and secure. There we go. Just like that. And let's see, two more actually. Okay. It's actually good. You can hear it, right? And the light works on this too. I don't know if you can see it right there. Let's see. Right there. So this is the new band that I got for it. It's an original Casio, so I think it's gonna look good, right? Yeah. Done. That's it. We got a working Casio. Again, what I did for this watch is I bypassed the solar panel, so the solar panel is not working at the moment. And I put a normal battery because I couldn't find the battery, so I had to bypass it. And the beep wasn't working, the speaker wasn't working, and so I used a coil which I took out from one of these, or just a spring bar, and I got a new band for it, and it looks great, right? Let me know what you think, guys. And this watch will be available for sale on my website, thetimekeep.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.